Hello, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Today, we'll be doing, no, not modern industrialization. We'll be doing extreme reactors. There's a small boy right down there, and this is a basic 3x3 extreme reactor. And today, we're going to be building a bigger one because it's not getting what we want at a decent amount of pace. Because we're going to need some cyanite crystals, ingots, in order to get us some bees right there. There's a cyanite bee for it. And in order to get one of these cyanite bees, we need one block of cyanite blocks and another block in order to feed it. So yeah, we need to get as many of these ingots as much as possible. And not only that, the star requires some of the stuff from extreme reactors, and I forget which one that is. Is it this one or this one? Let's see, pulsating black hole. No, not that one. I know you need the insanite blocks somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Dragon Soul? No, no, I think it's earlier, isn't it? Ah, there it is. The insanite block from extreme reactors. So in order to make that, you need insanite ingots and the ionite? I don't even know how to say that. This block, this little funky looking block, insanite block. So, yeah, not quite sure how to get that, but there is a quest tab for it. We'll be following that guide right here. So we create the basic reactor as outlined in the quest. We got up to here, dealing with the cyanite, and over at the top over here somewhere, this is where you create the turbine. We don't really need to do the turbine. We need to worry about the bottom part right here, because this is the stuff that gets us the antinite block. It has this little star right here, noting that we're going to need this block for the star. So in order to get to that point, we're going to need the fluidizer and the reprocessor. So we're going to have to make the fluidizer and the reprocessor. So that's a multi-block structures right there. So in order to make this 3x3 basic extreme reactor, we need the reactor casing, which is basic. We need the controller, which is right here in the middle. We needed the power tap thing. We need to take the power out anyway if you plan on using it. We need the, what is this called? Reactor solid access port. This is the input to put uranium ingots in it. That's the fuel port. And we need another access port for taking out the waste. This is for the cyanite. And we have 7 ingots so far. And if you right click the controller, it's kind of a little slow going. We need to wait a little bit for the waste to fill up before it makes up 1 ingot. Well, it makes it 1 ingot. Even though that we're not taking power out of it, it's still on, and it's still doing something. Look at that. Here's the energy output for it. And here's the fuel, which is all filled up because we have a buttload of uranium ingots. And here's the little sliver of blue right down here. That's the waste. That's the cyanite waste getting ready to go up to the point. And when it gets up to a point, it's going to eject inside this chest and goes back into the empty network. We have 7 so far. And it doesn't help that every time I log on, this thing just doesn't work anymore. I have to like mine out a block and place it back down again for it to start working, which is strange. It's strange. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an even better reactor and try to see if we can increase the burn rate a little bit. So we're going to do it over here, the other platform right next to the mechanism stuff. And if we get big power, then we might even, pipe some of it over here just to help the SPS along. So here's our SPS. It's coming along. So let's check the numbers here. Are we up to 2 yet? No, we only have 1 antimatter pellet. So it's going to take a little while. Oh, there's one. Why are you not taking it out? Hang on, this is online. Unless you made it already. Hold on. Do that. Front. Oh, I never set the output. Okay, that's why. Okay, now we have 2. There it is. We have 2 antimatter pellets. And you know what? That 2 pellets is going to the star. Alright, so anyway, we are going to build a bigger extreme reactor. And there's a manual for that, isn't there? Let me check. Extreme reactor. And there it is. There's the extreme book. And where did I even put that? Did I put it in here? I don't see it. Extreme. There it is. Alright, the extreme book. The beginning, the reactor, the turbine, the reprocessor. Okay. Let's look at the reactor here. Reactor's multi-block structure. Operational mode. We're going to go for passive. See, generates energy directly. That does not use external medium. Your first reactor described in the early pages book. Okay. First reactor. So we made this already. This is the basic one. And you can go up to 5x5 if you want to with the basic materials. Now, does it say anything about the next step? Okay, it does not. Okay, let's go back to here. The inner workings, reactors, moderators. Okay, the turbine, reprocessor, fluidizer, other stuff. Passive and active parts. Get to the part where you say something about the reinforced stuff. Okay, it does not. So let's go back to the class. Let's see, construction, basic reactor parts. The biggest reactor that you can make using reinforced reactor parts is 32 by 32 by 48. That's a big boy right there. There are a lot of variables that contribute to the overall output of a reactor, so make sure to experiment. Overall tips, the taller the reactor, the more fuel it can hold and burn because there are more fuel rods, meaning more overall power. This also means a higher burn rate. The wider the reactor, the more efficient it is, as long as you don't add fuel rods to the design. This means less consumption overall. Well, we want the burn rate to be higher because we want the big power and we want the waste to go up higher even more. I mean, the waste burn, the waste at the rate at which we get the cyanite ingots, we want that to go up. Let's need more of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a slim tall boy, and to do that, we're going to need some casings. And where did it go? Here we go. Reactor casing reinforced. Now, in order to make a bigger one that's bigger than 5x5, we're going to need all reinforced. Everything's reinforced. So let's get a couple of these, get them all out. And what is this? Reactor glass? Okay, let's make a couple of that. Make 800. That's going to be a lot. We won't be able to see inside the reactor. There we go. Wonderful. All right. Let's see. Let's start at this corner right here. Now, I'm not quite sure where the fuel rods would go. Maybe the fuel rod would go right there, and then right there, and right there, maybe. But we'll start off with this particular design, and we'll see how it goes. We don't even know it's going to be a valid build. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll start off with 7, see how it goes. What is this again? Did I start with 1 or 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8. Okay, fine. 8 it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then the top will need some kind of insertion thing. I forget what it's called. Ah, the control rod. That's it. Gonna need 5 of these. All right, and now we need some kind of controller. All right, there it is. And we'll put that right in the middle. Where the heck am I on? Okay, we'll put it here. All right, there we go. Now it's a valid reactor. See what's going on over here. 30 fuel rods, mass capacity 120 buckets, core heat, and stuff like that. Okay, we're going to need a couple of ports here. And let's see, reactor controller, computer ports of all things. This is the reactor, active forge fluid port. Okay. Active, no, we're looking for the passive one. Where's the passive one that I made? Reactor forge, energy charging port. Okay. Injection port, maybe? Passive forge, energy power tap. Mechanism fluid port of all things. Passive fluid ports. Here we go. Solid access port. Okay, let's make 2 of these. And let's see. I guess we'll put it on the back just to make it look a little bit nicer. Alright, there's one, and there's the other one. Alright, so in would be this one, and then the out one would be this one. Alright, and it's set to automatic mode, so automatically eject the waste. Alright, so we're going to drag another AE cable out to there. Okay, cable. Ah, there's some here. Alright, this is the in. And we're going to do an export. And we're going to set this to uranium ingots. There we go. Alright, next we're going to get a chest here. It's a normal looking chest. Don't need any... There we go, here's a normal one. Put it right there. We'll get a pipe. Wrench that. Put all the cyanite ingots inside the chest, and then we're going to import it right back into the ME network. There we go. Alright, I think we're all set with this. Now, how's the fuel? Did it go in yet? Okay, it's going in. Good. 14%. Okay. And how many uranium ingots do we have in here? Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. It's filling up. Slowly filling up. Okay, great. Alright, let's close this up. Alright, so we wait for this. What we're going to do now is work on the other recipes. And not quite sure if this is even big enough. Maybe if we add more rods, then it'll be fine. But then again, we don't really know where to put the other reactors. Are they even reactors? I don't think they're reactors. Did a fluidizer right there. And then we're going to need the reprocessor. So let's click this to see what the heck this thing is. Let me bookmark that. And then the fluidizer. Now that we are collecting some waste from our reactor, part of the progression requires you to fluidize some of the ingots you get. You know what that means. We need to make a fluidizer. The main component is the fluidizer controller. Once built, you can right-click on this to open up the interface. Here, you can turn it on and off, see what's inside, and the current power level. Alright, here's the construction. The fluidizer is a customizable multi-block that has a minimum size of 3x3 by 3. Just like the other multi-blocks, the frame will need to be made out of casings, while the faces can be made out of glass. Alright, required ports, output port, power port. If you want to get your hands on the product the fluidizer makes, you'll need an output port on one of the faces. The fluidizer will need power to operate, so a power port is required to complete the structure. Operational mode, oh boy. The fluidizer can operate in one of 3 modes: solid to fuel, fluid. Combining 2 solids into a fluid, or combining 2 fluids into a new fluid. This all depends on the type of injectors you use for the multi-block. For example, if you want to convert plutonium into a fluid, you can use one solid injector. If you want to combine two solids together into something new, you'll build the multi-block with two solid injectors. If you want to combine two fluids, you'll use two fluid injectors. This might seem confusing, but it's important for progression. For example, you want to convert magentite into a fluid in the fluidizer first, then send it to the reprocessor for ludicrite to create reticulite. Oh, okay. What is this? Rosinite? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. What the heck this block is? Where is it again? Philosopher's Fuel? There it is. Let's bookmark that. And what do we need for this? Ananite block? I'm just gonna call it ionite. I know there's an N in there, but it's easier to say. Block of netherite, ionite ingots. So you need to put reticulite ingots into a reprocessor. What is this? Rosinite? Okay. And that makes ionite. And of course, there's a B for that, obviously. Okay, how do you make this one? Reprocessor goes through another reprocessor, and you need ludicrite in order to make reticulous ingot, plutonium into ludicrite. Okay, how do you make this? Reprocessor cyanite into plutonium. Okay, so basically you need one processor, and then you need a second one, and then you need a third one. Then you need a fourth one. Please, no fifth one. Okay. That's the final step. You need 4 of these in order to make the, what do we call this thing? Ionite? Let's see, ansanite. Okay. Ansanite, how do you get this? Oh, fifth one. Okay, great. Vanitoite. Yeah, I remember that. I was wondering when that will show its ugly head. There it is. Alright, so we need 5 of these, basically. And that sounds a little bit expensive in the space department. So, alright, so this is filled up. Let's see what kind of power this gives us with only 5 fuel rods. Well, technically 30, but still. Columns of fuel rods. Alright, on. Alright, 9,000, 10,000, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 16. The internal buffer, case heating is not even all the way up. Core heat of the high heat raises the fuel usage. Core heat is transferred to the casing. Transfer rate is based on the design of reactor's interior. You know what? I think I need some kind of coolant inside here. But it didn't say if I do or don't. Now, does this thing say anything about coolant inside the reactor? Because I remember placing down some kind of coolant inside the reactors when I was messing around with big reactors. I know this isn't the same mod, but you know, it's very similar. Let's see, dealing our first reactor, learn the basics. Okay. Let's see, active component, a reactor, whatnot. Okay, control rod, extract power. Okay. Now, do you put anything in the empty space inside? Let's see, this one, learning, expanding our reactors. Okay. You rated if fuel heats up. Moderators. What the heck is a moderator? So apart the radiation and move heat away from the fuel rods and toward the casing. I bet that's what you need. The moderators. The casing heat is what in the end generates energy for vaporized coolants. Moving heat away from the fuel rods is very important. Well, you're not telling me about that. And moderators play a key role in it. It is also important to mention that radiation travels in every direction perpendicular to the fuel rod's pile axis. I kind of remember that. Please note that while being close enough to let you create the best reactors possible, this is an oversimplification of what's really going on inside your reactor. Well, now you tell me. Jeez, come on. Okay, well, how's the heat right now? Because it's, okay, let me turn it off. Jeez. It's not that big of power. Come on. All right, you know what? Maybe we can, like, put some water inside there and see what happens. All right, there we go. All right, where's the hole? Okay, there it is. All right, let's close it up and see if that even lowers the temperature. Oh, well, it formed, so I can't see the fuel rods. Wait, I forgot the one in the middle. Wait, not in the middle. Okay, fine. All right, turn on. Well, it still goes up the top anyway. What the heck? Okay, well, it's not that high. It still kind of looks okay, but it's still going up, so I don't know. Let's do bucket. Yeah, let's look for the yellow text. Here's all the fishies. Oh, what's this? Tangurium bucket? The heck is this? Oh, that looks like that's the canning machine. Tangurium. The only problem is it doesn't tell us how well it cools down the reactor. Well, not cool down, like move the radiation away from the fuel rods in order to blah blah blah. All right, we're looking for stuff that looks expensive that we already have. Oh, what's this? Plutonium. Well, we don't have that right now. Berthurium. Where was that in the manual? Cryomissite? The heck? Red Phrygium? Oh, huh. We don't have that either. Alright, how about Diamond Block? I remember Diamond Block being one of it. Yeah, let's see. Diamond, extreme reactors. This block of fluid can be used as a radiation moderator inside a reactor. I just don't know how well it work. Diamond, I mean, there's also graphite that I remember. The graphite block that I remember being good enough. And I remember the ender fluid. If there is even one in here. I don't see ender fluid. Well, that was what do you call it? Thermal expansion. And how about ice? That cools down. That cools things down, right? Okay, there we go. What is this? Blue ice? All right, there we go. Active ice. All right, turn on. It looks like to be about the same core heat and the same energy output. And I don't see that much of a difference. Let's see, 747. Not much of a difference, really. I don't think blue ice did anything. What? I'm gonna try with the building agent and see what happens. All right, there we go. It is filled with diamonds. Okay, turn on. All right, it's a little better. It's a little better. Casing heat. Oh dear, casing heat got a lot hotter there. 40,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. We can use this power to power the reprocessors. All right. So the thing is, did it generate any cyanite? All right. Well, we got 12 now. All right. Great. Thanks to our multiple blocks of diamonds. All right. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna make the reprocessors. Here we go. Reprocessor casings, and we need 5 of them. One for each ingot. Now, should we maybe make a 3x3? Try it with the 3x3 first to see how fast it goes. Because we're not getting cyanite any faster anyway. But then again, once we get the cyanite B, then it'll go faster. So maybe we should start off and build something bigger like this. What is this again? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it's 7x7? Let's make it look a little better. Alright. Check the recipe for this. Okay, reprocess. Oh, you need cyanite anyway. Well, gee, thanks. Can we make this go a little bit faster? Cyanite. We only have 12, unfortunately. Alright, let me get this. I'm gonna do that. This away. And we're gonna make our first Cyanite B. And here we go, radioactive B right there. And let me get a strong one there. There we go, radioactive B. I'll right click this by. And look at that, we got a Cyanite B. Yeah, come here. Come here. Alright, there we go. We got one Cyanite B. We need a couple of more ingots so we can feed the guy and let him produce more cyanite ingots for us. And this one's going to take a sweet time producing all the waste. And we're still up to 3. And no, we can't time it. I'm right-clicking so hard for a reactor, and it's not doing it. Alright, so can we at least make the fluidizer? Because I think you need something in order to get to insanite. Now that you have rosenite, you can mix it with benitoite to create insanite ingots. Benitoite ore can be found in nether. Oh yeah, I'm all too familiar with benitoite. Alright, the fluidizer. Let's see what this is made out of. We already have that there. But we also need the fluidizer casings. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's make a recipe for this. Then, make a recipe for this. Put that right inside there. Alright, there we go. Now it's valid. Alright, fluidizer controller. What is this? Internal energy buffer. And then what is this? Output tank. Okay, we turn it on and off. Alright, let's power this sucker. Alright, where's the power port for this thing? Did I even put a power port in this thing? I don't think I put a power port in this thing. Is it? Are you still on? Let's see. This one, casing heating. Okay, 40k. Alright, we'll put it right there. Alright, reactor power. Okay, what is this? Reactor active forge energy power tap basic. Here's the active forge energy power tap. Here's the passive forge energy power tap. And yeah, I think this is the one. Off. Okay, put that right there. Yes, 8 million FE. Alright, on. Are you charging? Okay, let's see. Internal energy buffer. Casing heat. Can I right click you? Okay, so where's my wrench? Not taking it out though. Okay, let's wire it up first. Ah, there we go. Jeez, weird. That's the first time I ever had to do that. Alright, it's filled with power now. Now, we need to use the damn thing. Fluidizer. Let's press U and see what it takes. What is this? Yellorium? That makes verdurium from plutonium. We don't have that. Plutonium and yellorium makes for... okay, fine. Cryomissy. Tangent. Give me something I don't have. I mean, I have. Solid mixing. Here we go. Alright, uranium and plutonium. Okay, that makes that. Okay, ender pearls and anglicite. Okay, what is this? Verdurium. Okay, verdurium. More of that stuff. More of the green stuff. Well, that's it. That's all it makes. Solid mixing, solid to fuel. What is this? Plutonium? Plutonium blocks. Okay. Cyanite to cyanite liquid. Yellorium to yellorium liquids. Magentite just converts the blocks into liquids. All right. Check out this thing again. Okay, ansinite blocks rosinite. So we're gonna need rosinite liquid. So how the heck do you make this stuff? Oh dear. It's not gonna tell us, is it? Rosinite. Okay, aninite. Anatoid into ansinite. Okay. It doesn't tell us. Okay. Does the manual tell us? Let's see, coolant systems. All right, thanks. Thanks for not putting it into the index. Coolant system. All right, does the quest tell us? Rosinite, here we go. By using the fluidizer, we can combine plutonium with yellorium to make verdurium. When used as fuel in a reactor, verdurium produces rosinite as reactant. Okay. To use verdurium as a fuel, you'll need to make fuel injection ports for your reactor. You might need to empty out the fuel currently in your reactor, or make a new reactor for this purpose. Alright, so we need to combine plutonium and yellorium, but the thing is, how the heck do you get plutonium? Once you've built a fully functional reprocessor, but don't we need other stuff in order to make... Yeah, we need cyanite ingots to make the reprocessor, and we don't have enough. We don't have enough. Alright, let's cyanite. Alright, we're up to 7 now. Wonderful. 7. We need 2 more. 2 more in order to feed the bee. And this thing's not going way fast enough. Maybe we just, like, waste all the power. I mean, it is wasting all the power right now, so... Can't time it. It's just the worst thing ever is that you can't time a machine. Alright, there's nothing else we can do with the fluidizer, right? I'm afraid. Alright, let's cover this up. Alright, there we go. Now we wait. Okay, it looks like we have enough for 1 block of cyanite, so we're going to take that. Take 1 of these blocks, take that, and with our solitary only cyanite bee, we're going to generate a lot more cyanite, so... Oh, never mind. Wow, that's a lot. And let me get down there. Alright, and we're just going to do this a couple of times. Whee! Look at it go! Alright, let's see. Cyanite into plutonium, and that requires a reprocessor with water. But then again, alright, so we're gonna have to build the reprocessor. So let's make some recipes for that. How the heck do I even spell that? Okay, what the heck is it? Okay, sure. Alright, here's the casing. And let's see, reprocessor. Of course it has its own class. Why wouldn't it? Alright, controller. A collector? The heck does this thing do? Okay, sure. Why not? Waste injector. Injector? Fluid injector. Okay, sure. Output port. Power port. Okay, what is this? Buckets. Reactor controller. Basic. Okay, let's go down here. What the heck did I just do? Stop. Stop it. Stop. Processor. Huh, I think that's all the blocks that I need to make. All right, go in here. All right, there we go. All right, reprocessor casings. We're probably going to need probably not a bunch of them because it does require cyanite ingots. But how many ingots do we have now? Oh, haha, of course. Thanks to our only B, just working hard at it. All right, extreme reactor, reprocessor. All right, let's make 300 for now. Ah, not bad. All right, there we go. Reprocessor glass. I'm gonna need 600. Oh, not even enough. Jeez, come on, B. Don't make me go time 1200. Okay, sure. Okay, there we go. Reprocessor collector. I don't even know if we need this. What the heck do we need this for? Okay, let's make one. We'll leave it in there for now. Fluid injector, output port. Okay, I need one of those. Power port. Okay, and then what's this? Waste injector. I guess we need one of these. Okay, there we go. All right, where the heck are we gonna place this stuff? Maybe we'll put it in the back or something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll put it over here, maybe. Because we might need more of the fluidizers. Okay, we'll put it in the corner over here. How big is this one? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spaces left. Alright, let's put it in the corner. It's a long run for the cables, but maybe we should put it over here. We'll put it in the back over here. I think I may be making this a little bit too big. Because, if I make it any bigger, would that make a difference? Okay, let me see. Building the frame. To build the frame for the reprocessor, you'll need a lot of casings. Oh, really? Start by building a hollow 3 block wide, 3 block deep, and 7 block tall? Okay. If done right, you'll have an empty spot in the middle of the bottom and top face. For the vertical faces, you can either use reprocessor glass, or can you give me a picture? Oh, there we go. Interesting. Ah, 3 by 3 by 7. Oh, okay, fine. What is this? The collector? Waste inject. What the heck does the collector do? When building reprocessor, you will need at least one collector and waste injector. The collector must be placed in the center of the bottom face of the structure. Manual didn't say that, did it? The injector must go in the center of the top face, which is where you'll pipe in and insert. Oh, freaks. Okay. All right. Where was that? What is this? 1, 2. Waste injector. Give me that. And we'll move this down. In the meantime, I'll go inside here. All right. Let me see. Collector must be placed in this bottom, and the injector must be on the top. All right. Put that there. And then collector. Of course, we needed that. Okay, there we go. All right, fluid injector. That right there. And the output port. Not there. So put that right there. All right, there we go. It changed. A reprocessor controller. All right, great. All right, for the power. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got power. Alright, so next, we're gonna have to drag this cable all the way over there. Alright, what is this? Fluid injector? Alright, so it needs water. So we're gonna export some water. Okay, water. Alright, there we go. Alright, next, this is the, what do you call it, output port. Alright, so that's an import bus. And hopefully that works with the bus right on it, and hopefully I don't need a chest for it. Output port, okay. Let's see, the waste injector. I guess that's the ingots. Alright, cyanite. That right there. Yeah. Ah, there we go. We got cyanite ingots. And, I don't know, turn it on, I guess. Ah, yes, plutonium. Nice. Alright, so go back in there. Ah, there we go. Now it's working. Now it's working. Alright, how much cyanite do we have right now? Ah, yes. And only from 1B. Alright, fantastic. Now, of course, now that we have, once we have enough plutonium, and let me go back to there. There we go. We can press U on that thing, and we can go ahead and make the plutonium B. And let's see, the egg, how do you make that? Okay, we need a reprocessor with water, and we need to place the cyanide B spawn egg inside the reprocessor in order to get the plutonium B spawn. But we're gonna have to like get our full 5 Bs of the cyanide Bs first, and then we'll just get enough Bs in order to make the plutonium ones. So great, that's the next step. We're gonna bookmark that, and we'll do that later. 33, that's still going. How's the power going right now? It's still good, right? Alright, that's still good. That's still good. Alright, great. Of course, when I log back on, I'm gonna have to come here, mine a block out, and place it down, turn it back on. So it doesn't stay on for whatever reason. And a fluidizer. This is used to create the rosinite in the future. Alright, there we go. I think that's all we can do with the extreme reactors for now. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let's check the quest tabs. We're not even close to this yet. We need to make plutonium, enough of it anyway. And then we need to make, what is this? Using a reprocessor, we combine everything we made so far to make a few new ingots. You might need a fluidizer to complete this step. So we need nudicrite and reticulite. And then, after that, we can make ionite and inanite. Combine reticulite ingots with rosinite in the fluidizer. We'll create ananite ingots. We can now use these to make a block of... I'm not saying that again. No. Insanite. We're going to need insanite too, right? Okay. Fine. That's where the fluidizer comes... Oh, okay, fine. Now, how's the uranium supply? Okay. Got these compressed blocks going. Because that's, like, being used up all the time. Alright. 725k raw uranium and going up. And we have 1.6 million uranium essence. I should really process all this essence. And uranium ingots always at 600 because we have the ME cluster. Alright, great. Fantastic. Alright, so this has been another episode of All the Mods 10. I've been Fumbleblock, and I'll see you next time.